Hello guys, I am Jasmeet and welcome to Blogging Unplugged. On this channel, you will find information related to WordPress, blogging, product tutorials, updates, and other related topics. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about Elementor Pro 3.7. Now, this update is for the premium version of the Elementor website builder plugin and it is packed with features. In this update, Elementor has released its new Stripe button widget along with a new tool known as Notes, using which you can collaborate and receive feedback. Also, a few new features have been released that will give you more control over customizing your online stores and help you create better personalized user experience. Now, I have tried to cover every new feature in this video, and timestamps to every topic covered are in the description box below, along with the links to Elementor Pro and Cloud Website Solution. Now it is important to know some of the links in the description box below are affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you decide to purchase using our links. And with that said, let me start sharing the screen, and in the meantime you make sure to subscribe and turn on that post notification icon so that you are notified every time I release a video. Hello guys and welcome to the screen capture of this video. The first topic that we are going to discuss is the introduction of the new Stripe button widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now, if you have been using Elementor Pro, then you must be familiar with the fact that it allows you to accept payments using PayPal. And now there is an additional way of accepting payments, and that is by using the new Stripe button widget. Now, to show you this widget, what I am going to do is I'm going to edit this post in Elementor, and then we are going to add that Stripe button widget, and then I'll take you through some of its settings. So to edit this post, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this with Elementor. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the Pro section. This is the Pro section, and add this Stripe button widget to the canvas. So this is the new Stripe button widget, and as soon as you add it, the first message that you see, this one right here, is for this widget to work, you need to set your Stripe API keys in the integration settings. Now there are two ways using which you can visit the integration tab and set the Stripe API keys. The first one is by clicking this integration settings, and this is when you are inside the Elementor editor like we are right now. And the second one is that you are in your dashboard and you are looking to connect the Stripe API keys. Then in this situation, what you need to do is you need to visit Elementor and click settings. I'm going to open this in new tab. Click this integrations right over here and go down to the bottom where you will find the Stripe API keys option. Here you will have to set the test secret key, and here you will have to save the live secret key. Now this is a separate tutorial in itself, so I'll do a separate tutorial on this, so make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Okay, now moving on, let me close this tab and let me take you through some of these settings. So once you have set the Stripe API keys, the next few settings that you will come across is the product name. You can add the product name over here and or use the dynamic tags from here. Then you can select the currency. In case you want USD, that is set by default. In case you want something else, some other currency, then you can select from the list. You can search as well. Let me just say INR, it just selects the INR value for me. Okay, the next is the product price. You can enter the product price from here, or you can fetch a dynamic tag as well. Then you can set the quantity here, shipping price here, and tax rates here. Okay, now this is followed up by the button settings. This is for this button right over here. The text can be changed from here. The alignment can be changed from here. You can see the alignment changed instantly as soon as I clicked it. Okay, then you can change the icon as well, which is this one. It can be without an icon. You can upload an SVG. Okay, it will take you to your media library, or you can set from the icons library from Elementor like this. Okay, now the icon positioning can be changed as well, and you can do that by clicking this drop down right over here. It can be before text or after text. Then you can change the icon spacing. You can see the buy now text is moving far away, so let's just put it to default. Okay, then you can add the button ID as well. Moving on, there are additional options. Now in case you want to enable the Stripe test environment, then you need to select this option. You can select it right over here, and you can see complete the entire checkout experience on your site with a mock payment method using Stripe test key integration settings right over here. This will use the test secret key that you will basically provide in the integration tab. You must have seen that option. Let me show you once again what key it will show you. Let me go to settings, then the integrations tab. This is the test key that it will use to run this environment. Okay, so make sure you set both of those keys. Okay, then you can change the custom messages as well in case you want to do so from here. Okay, you can change the error message, add dynamic tags, Stripe not connected, add dynamic tags. Okay, let me disable this. In case you want to redirect users to a different page, a thank you page after successfully checking out, then you can add that URL right over here, or you can use dynamic tags for creating personalized experiences. Okay, as far as the style settings are concerned, it lets you customize or design every part of it. You can change the typography, text shadow, color, background type, border radius, box shadow, padding, and messages as well. So this is the new Stripe button widget that has been released in Elementor Pro 3.7. I will be releasing more tutorials around this and other integrations in the near future. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on those tutorials. Now after the new Stripe button widget, the next set of changes that have been released in Elementor Pro 3.7 is for the product widget. Now the first change that we are going to discuss is the introduction of new queries in the product widget, and these are related products, upsells, and cross sells. Okay, now to showcase you this change, what I have done is I have created two posts, one in Elementor 3.7, which is this one, and the other one in Elementor Pro 3.6, which is this one. So let's first edit this post and see if it existed in Elementor Pro 3.6. We are in the Elementor dashboard, Elementor editor. Let's just click Woocommerce right over here, add this product widget, go to the queries section. Under the source, you can see there is no related products, upsell, or the cross selling query option available here. Now let's edit this post in Elementor. Go to the WooCommerce section, add the products, go to the query tab, and see there is the related products, the upsells, and the cross sells. Let me take you back to the Elementor 3.6 widget, Elementor 3.6 tab, and you can see these don't exist. No related upsells or cross sells queries under source. Okay, you can see again related upsells and cross sells, these don't exist right over here. Now what this means for you is now you can use the product widget as the related product widget or upsells or the cross sells. You do not need individual widgets for these. Now again, it is important to know if you are using those widgets, then you can continue to use them. Those will still behave the same way, but this is a new way of basically using the product widget. So this is the first change. Now the next change that you will come across in the Elementor product widget is the introduction of a new option, which is automatically align buttons. Now if you have been using Elementor using the product widget, then you must be familiar with the fact that the buttons don't align themselves and there is no easy way to align them. You can see right over here these add to cart buttons are not aligned with each other. And let's go to Elementor Pro 3.6 tab, and you can see these add to cart buttons are not aligned with each other. Okay, now this new option has been introduced in Elementor 3.7, and using it with just one click you will be able to align these buttons with each other. Now to see this change, let me just select this product widget in Elementor 3.6, go to the style tab and look for the option if it exists. You can see there is no option, no option, and no option. Now let's just head over to Elementor 3.7, select this widget right over here, go to the style tab, and there you see automatically align buttons option. Let me just scroll this thing up. You can see add to cart buttons are not aligned with each other. Let's go a little bit down. You can see these add to cart buttons are not aligned with each other. So let me just click this option right over here, automatically align buttons, you can see. And there you see all the add to cart buttons are now aligned. Let me go down a little. You can see all of these buttons are now aligned with just a single click. Let me show you again. Let me just disable this option, and they are back to being not aligned, right? Select this option and that's it, they are aligned. This is the new option, the new automatically align button option that has been introduced in Elementor product widget. Now moving on, the next change that has been introduced in the product widget is the spacing control between the add to cart and view cart link. Now if you are not familiar with the view cart link, then let me tell you, when you add any product to cart, like for example if I add this product to cart, it will show me a view cart link right over here. And in Elementor Pro 3.7 there is an option that has been introduced that will allow you to add a spacing between to control the spacing between uh, both of these options, the add to cart button and the view cart link. Now to see this change, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Elementor 3.6, which is this one. I'm going to add this product to cart right over here, go to the styling tab and see if there is a spacing control available. You can see this is one spacing control available, but this is not for this one. Okay, let me see still. This is not for this one, right? So let's just head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, go to the styling tab and you can see right over here, this is the view cart option and this is the spacing option. You can see the view cart option moving, and this is a slider using which you can control, and this slider did not exist in Elementor Pro 3.6. This is the view cart option and there is no slider. This is the view cart option and this is the slider, and this is how you control the spacing between the add to cart and view cart button. So this is another change that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the product widget. Now after the product widget, the next set of changes that have been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 is for the cart widget. Now the first change that we are going to discuss is the introduction of show and hide coupon option. Now to see this change, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to Elementor Pro 3.6 tab, which is this one, edit this cart page which I've created in Elementor, and let's just see if this option exists. So this is the cart page, this is the cart widget. Let me just select this one. This is the coupon tab. Let's click this and you can see there is no option. There is only an option to basically change the apply coupon button, this one, to change the text. Okay, now let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, edit this cart page right over here. Let me move it. Select this cart widget right over here, go to the coupon section right over here, and you can see there is this option, the coupon option, the coupon toggle you can call it. And this option lets you basically enable or disable the coupon, this box in the cart widget. Let me just click this, disable this, and you will see this option disappears. And let me enable this option appears. So this is basically the first option that has been introduced. Let me show you this again. You can see the coupon toggle right over here. This is the option to hide and show coupon box on the cart, on the my cart page, or in the cart widget in Elementor Pro 3.7, and in Elementor 3.6 this did not exist. You can see right over here, this did not exist, and this is the option right over here. Now after the show and hide coupon, the next change that has been introduced in the cart widget is the option to align buttons. Now while we were in the coupons tab, you must have seen the coupon tab in the Elementor 3.7 window had the alignment option for the button, and in the 3.6 tab it did not have the option. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me select this. This is the coupon tab, and here is the alignment option. This is the 3.6 tab, coupon tab, and there is no option for alignment of this button. So this is the new alignment option that has been introduced in the cart widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now this control will affect screen sizes for tablet and below. Now another thing that you will have to keep in mind here is that the alignment option for the update shipping button has been introduced as well. So this is the alignment option. You currently do not have it on this page right over here, but this is the option that you will not see in here. You can see update shipping button does not come with the alignment option, and here it does. So this is the second change that has been released for the cart widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now after the alignment options, the next new feature that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 in the cart widget is the option to customize the empty cart screen. Now what this option exactly does is it lets you display a custom template instead of the default empty cart screen. Okay, now to see this option, what I am going to do is I'm going to select this this cart widget, which is in Elementor Pro 3.7, and then head over to this additional tab option. You can see right over here, this is the empty cart option. It is disabled by default. Now when I will enable this, it will show me an option to choose a template. Now on clicking this drop down, it will show me a search box where I can search for a customized template that I have created to replace the default empty cart screen. Now once I have selected that template, what I'll have to do is I'll have to click this update button right over here. Okay, once you will click this update button, it will automatically save the changes, and now when there is an empty cart, the users will see the custom template that you have displayed there. Okay, instead of the default empty cart screen. To see if this option existed in Elementor Pro 3.6, let's just head over to this tab, select this widget right over here, click the additional option. This option did not exist. Now just for one more time, let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.7 and see this option is right over here. This is disabled by default. You can enable it to display a custom template instead of the default empty cart screen. You need to click this all option right over here, select a template, type in, search for it. It will display the list of templates that you have. You can search using its name, select the template, and once done, click this update, and that template will be displayed instead of the default empty cart screen. Okay, that template will replace the default empty cart screen for the users. Okay, so this is the change that has been introduced in, this is basically the not a change, it's basically a new feature that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now after the cart widget, the next set of changes that have been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 is for the checkout widget. Now these changes are very similar to that introduced in the cart widget, and the first change that we are going to discuss is the show and hide coupon option. Okay, now to showcase you this, what I am going to do is I am going to edit this checkout page in Elementor 3.6 first and see if the option exists. Now you can see this is the checkout widget. Let me just select it and go to the coupon section, and you can see there is no option available to show or hide this coupon. Okay, now I am going to head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, edit this checkout page, move it right over here for comparison, select this checkout widget right over here, head over to the coupons section, and you can see this is the toggle button that allows you to show or hide coupons section. This is the coupon section. This is currently enabled by default, and when I will disable it, you will see it disappears right over here, and when I will enable it, it will appear back again. So this is the first change. Let me take you again through it. Let me give you a recap of this. This is the new option that has been introduced, using which you can basically enable or disable the coupon option on the checkout page. And this option did not exist in Elementor Pro 3.6. So this is the first change that you will see in the coupon widget. Now the second change that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the checkout widget is the apply button alignment options, which is right over here. You can see this option right over here. Using it, you can change the alignment of this apply button. This will let you control, this option will affect the screen sizes for the tablet and below, and this option did not exist in Elementor Pro 3.6. So let's go to Elementor 3.6, and you see the apply button section is missing. Let's go back to Elementor Pro 3.7 and see this option is available right over here, and this option is missing. So this is the second change that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the checkout widget. Now moving on, the next new feature that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 is for the My Account widget. And in this, it will give you a new option to customize dashboard. Now using this option, you will be able to display a custom template instead of the default dashboard screen. Now to showcase you this change, what I am going to do is I'm going to head over to Elementor Pro 3.6 tab first and edit this My Account page with Elementor and see if this option exists. Let me just select this widget, My Account widget, and you see there is no option available. There is just one tab option, using which you can basically customize all these tabs, change their names. But the thing is, there is no other option available that will allow you to choose a custom template. Now what we are going to do is we are going to head over to this Elementor Pro 3.7 tab. I'm going to edit this page with Elementor, move it right here for comparison purposes, select this My Account widget, and there you see the additional options tab is available right over here, while this option is missing from this screen. You see there is no additional options tab in Elementor Pro 3.6, while there is an additional options tab in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now when you will open this, it will show you this new customized dashboard option, which is disabled by default. Now on enabling this, it will show you the option to choose a template. Now when you will click this option, it will show you a search box where you can search for the customized template that you want to display in this dashboard tab instead of this default screen. So this is the change that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the My Account widget. Let me take you through this change once again. Now the change is basically this new customized dashboard option has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the My Account widget. This option is disabled by default. And when you will enable it, it will show you a choose template option where you will have to click this drop down right over here. It will show you a search box. Here you will have to search for the template that you have created. Once you have selected a template, click update right over here, and it will display a custom template instead of this default dashboard screen that you see right over here. Okay, now this option was missing in Elementor Pro 3.6. So this is the change for the My Account widget that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 update. Now moving on, the next topic that we are going to discuss in this video is the introduction of custom icons in the navigation widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now what this feature actually lets you do is it lets you select a custom icon or upload a custom icon and will display it instead of the default hamburger icon. Now to show you this, what I am going to do is I am going to take you to this post in Elementor 3.6, edit it, and we are going to see if this option existed. Now you will find the navigation menu under the site. This is the nav menu widget, and when you will add it, it will generate a navigation menu for you. And here you can see the layout is set to horizontal. We are going to move it to drop down, and you can see there is no option available. For example, this is the toggle button option, and there is no option available to change this icon or upload a upload a custom icon for yourself. Okay, you can see, you can click it and it will take you to none, and if you will select none, it will just display this. Okay, and if you will select this hamburger, then it will display you this icon right over here. Now this has changed in Elementor Pro 3.7, and let me show you this option. I've edited this post. Let's add the navigation menu widget, which is under site nav menu widget right over here. A similar menu is generated. Layout is horizontal. Let's set it to drop down right over here, and you see, the toggle button option is hamburger, and right below it is the new option, which is the icon, and you can set it for the normal state and the active state. Okay, so this is the by default hamburger icon, which is selected right over here, and this is for the normal state, and this is the active state, and this is the hover state. You can select the icon for the normal and the active state. Now to set an icon, what you are going to do is you click this icon library, select any of the icons, go to my library, upload one, and insert. Now another way of uploading an icon is go to this option right over here in the media library. You can upload any of the files selected from your computer, or select one from your media library, and then just insert media, and it will display it right over here. Let's set it for active as well. Let's go and let's select this minus right over here, insert it, and that's it, we are done. Now let me just click it. You can see it changes. Click it, it comes back to plus, and click it, it goes back to minus. Now this option is missing in Elementor Pro 3.6, which is this one. You can see the toggle button option is right over here, but there is no option to select or upload a custom icon. See this change right over here, toggle button option, and there is an option to select an icon for the normal and the active state. Now as far as the hover state is concerned, it lets you select the hover animation. So basically it gives you an option to select any of these animations which Elementor provides you with. So you can select one depending on your requirement. For example, grow, and it grows, right? It grows. Okay, so this is basically the new change that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the nav menu widget. Now after the nav menu widget, the next set of changes have been introduced to the post widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now the first change that we are going to discuss is the introduction of automatically align buttons in the post widget. Now if you have been using the post widget to showcase posts in any of the pages or existing posts, then you must be familiar with the fact that at times the read more buttons do not align with each other. Now to showcase you this, what I have done is I've created 3 posts in Elementor 3.7 and 3 posts in Elementor Pro 3.6. Now I'm going to edit this post in Elementor. Now this one is in Elementor Pro 3.6. And what I am going to do is I'm going to add this post widget to it. Now when I will add this post widget, you can see right over here these read more buttons do not align with each other, and there is no option available using which you can align these options, align these buttons basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, edit this post in Elementor. Now I'm going to add the post widget right over here, and you can see these buttons do not align with each other, but there is an option available to automatically align buttons. So this is the new option that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7 for the post widget. Now when I will click it, it will automatically align the buttons with each other. You can see right over here. Let me just disable this option, and you will see they are not aligned anymore, and on enabling these will get aligned automatically. I am doing nothing else. Now let's go back to Elementor Pro 3.6, and you can see this feature is missing right over here. This is the read more option, this is the read more option, but there is no automatically align buttons option available in Elementor Pro 3.6. So this is the first change that you will come across in the post widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now the second change that has been introduced in the post widget is the apply to custom excerpt option. Now, if you have been using the post widget to showcase your post on different parts of your site, then you must be familiar with the fact that it comes with an option that lets you set the character length of the displayed excerpt. Now, let me show you what I am talking about. Now, this is a post widget, or let me just take you to Elementor Pro 3.6 first and show you there, and then we can see the changes in the Elementor Pro 3.7. Now you can see this is the post widget that I have added in Elementor Pro 3.6. Okay, so this is the option right over here. You can set the excerpt length right over here. It is set to 25. This is the custom excerpt length that is set to 25. So you can see the post 3 has 25 characters displayed. Post 2 has 25 character displayed, but post 1 has a longer excerpt. Now why this is happening? Now this is happening because this option does not impact the excerpt if you have set it inside the post. Now let me show you what I am talking about. Now this is the Elementor Pro 3.6 tab. This is the post 1. Let me just edit this post, and now you can see right over here this is the custom excerpt that I have set, and this option has no impact on it. Okay, so this is a similar thing that I have done in Elementor Pro 3.7 as well, where I have changed the excerpt or added a custom excerpt to the post 1. You can see right over here this is the custom excerpt, and this is the post widget. Let me just select it. The excerpt length is set to 25, and apply to custom excerpt option is right over here. Now when I will click this option, this character length will be applied to this. Okay, so let me just click this option, and you can see everything is back to 25 characters. Okay, but this is not the case here because the option is missing. So you will have to remember in Elementor Pro 3.6, this custom excerpt length did not apply to post where you have set a custom excerpt in the post. Okay, so if you have edited a post and have set a custom excerpt, this length will not apply to that. Okay, however, if you have added a custom excerpt in Elementor 3.7, if you have updated your plugin and you are in Elementor and you are using basically Elementor 3.7, then you will get this option apply to custom excerpt, where when you will enable it, the length will be changed to this custom length will be applied to custom excerpt that you have set inside posts as well. So this is the second change that has been introduced for the post widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. In case you have any queries, feel free to comment down below. If you are finding the content helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the introduction of lazy load feature in several widgets. Now, to showcase you this, what I am going to do is I'm going to edit both of these posts in Elementor, both Elementor 3.7 and 3.6. Let's put them together for a side-by-side comparison. Now, the first widget in which the lazy load option has been introduced is the Testimonial Carousel. And to see this, let's head over to this 3.6 tab and search for it. Testimonial Carousel, add this. Let's go to the additional option and you will see there is a no lazy load option available right over here. Now let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, search for the widget, add it, move to the additional options, and it is available right over here. Enable this option by clicking and it will enable the lazy load feature for the testimonial carousel. You can see in the additional option is available, the lazy load feature is available for the testimonial carousel, and it is missing in Elementor Pro 3.6. Now the next widget in which you will find the lazy load option is the reviews. Now to see this, let's head over to Elementor 3.6, add reviews. This is the reviews widget. Go to the additional option and you see the lazy load option is missing. Now let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, search for the reviews widget, which is right over here, add it, head over to the additional options, lazy load feature is right over here. Clicking it will enable the lazy load for the reviews widget. Now again, this option is in the additional options in the reviews widget. This option is missing in the additional options in the reviews widget in Elementor Pro 3.6. Now the last widget in which the lazy load option has been introduced is the media carousel, and to see this option, let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.6 again, type in media right over here. This is the widget, add it to the canvas, go to the additional options and you will see the lazy load option is missing. Now let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.7, search for the media carousel, add it right over here, go to the additional option and the lazy load feature is right over here. To add it, simply just click the toggle and it will enable lazy load. Now again, this feature is missing in Elementor Pro 3.6, which is right over here under the additional options. You can see there is no lazy load option, and in Elementor Pro 3.7 you will find the lazy load option right at the bottom in the additional options. So this is another change that you will see in Elementor Pro 3.7 update. Now after the lazy load, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the introduction of minimized table of contents on desktop in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now if you have been using Elementor Pro to add a table of contents on your posts and pages, then you must be familiar with the fact that it does not come with an option to basically minimize or collapse the table of contents from start. Now let me show you what I'm talking about, and for this let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.6 tab, edit this post in Elementor, add the table of contents widget, which is right over here. Go to the additional option, and in the minimized on option you will not see the option to basically keep it minimized by default on desktop. Okay, which means there is basically no option available to minimize your table of contents from start on a desktop device. Now this has changed in Elementor Pro 3.7, and this option has been introduced. Now to see this, what I am going to do is I'm going to edit this post in Elementor, move it right over here, right next to Elementor Pro 3.6 post. Now search for the table of contents widget, add it on the canvas, go to the additional options, minimized on drop down is right over here, and you see desktop or smaller option is available. Now when you will select it, it will disable the table of contents from start, or collapse the table of content from start on desktop devices as well. So this is the new option that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7. Let me take you through it again. You can see right over here, minimized on option in the table of contents widget under the additional option is available, and using this option you will be able to basically collapse your table of content widget from start, or make it minimize from start on desktop devices. Now this option is missing in Elementor Pro 3.6, which is right over here. Minimized option is missing. You can see the drop down does not have the desktop or smaller option. So this is the new change that has been introduced for the table of contents widget in Elementor Pro 3.7. Now after the changes to the table of content widget, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the introduction of a new feature in Elementor Pro 3.7, which is known as notes. Now as the name suggests, using this feature you will be able to receive and give feedback and use it as an effective channel of communication with your clients or within your team. Now first things first, where you can find this feature. Now you can find it in two places. The first one is the admin bar when you visit any of the pages, right on top over here. You can click it and notes panel will appear. Now in case you are in the Elementor editor, let me edit this post. Then all you have to do is click this hamburger icon and the notes feature will appear right over here, and on clicking it, this notes panel will appear. So these are the two places where you can find the notes feature. Now in case you want to give feedback or you want to add a note, then all you have to do is take it to the section where you want to add a note, click it, and it will give you this sort of a box where you can give your note, like this is a note, and click leave note, and it will add it right over here. Now let me just close it for you. Now let's again click this hamburger icon right over here, click this note section, and it will display this note right over here. You can select number 4, you can select number 4. This is where I have left the note, and the note basically says this is a note. Now this is the first place where I have added the notes. Now let's go back to the notes in the admin bar and see how you can use it there. So for that, let me just close it. You can see we already have the notes panel active over here, and I can click this and I can type in this is a second note and click leave note right over here, and you can see it right over here. Deselecting will this will make the notes disappear. Now in case I want to add another note, then I will have to go to the section. This is a second note on home page and click leave note, and it will appear right on top. So this is the first note that we have added on the home page, and this is the second one. Now if I will click this, it will show me the note. Now what this option is, you can resolve it by clicking right over here, and it is gone. Basically you can see it's slightly dimmer than what it is above. Now what happens if I want to delete it? All you have to do is click this option. It will show you the option to edit, it will show you the option to delete. Click and delete. Okay, now let's just select this and go through some other options as well. You can click it right over here, click this menu right over here. You can edit this note, copy this link, delete it, or mark it as read. So this is the new notes feature that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.7. Do give it a try. It is an amazing feature using which you can basically easily communicate with your clients or within your team. Now do let me know what you think about this feature by commenting down below. Now I hope you have found this video helpful, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notification bell. In case you have any queries, then feel free to comment down below and I will try and help. Also, the links to our socials are in the description box below, along with the links to Elementor Pro and Cloud Website Solution. Make sure to follow us on other platforms as well. And with that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.